Hi everybody, it's Diane back with more celeb Twinchies, which I know that has limited appeal to most people, but that's what I'm doing and I like it, so that's the way it goes. That's neat. Remember years ago, I mean this, like early 2000s, a friend of mine got a fixture, something like that, for her dining room and she was showing me and she said, of course she liked it, but she said, kind of looks like something my great grandmother was probably glad to get rid of. And she's probably right. What goes around comes around, right? So, Diane, who are these people? We don't know them. Well, you've got to know the guy in the middle. And I did one with him. Okay, everybody say it together. Charlie Chaplin. I did one of him just as Charlie, not in his makeup. But it kind of dawned on me, well, he's so well known for his tramp character. I have to do one like that. So that's what we're doing with him. Anybody know the blonde in the group? She's in a very, very famous movie. She was also a dancer. That's Vera Ellen with a hyphen, which actually I didn't know that for a long time. She's in White Christmas, among other musical type movies. Should we play that up? Should we make her look Christmassy or snowy or something? Anybody know this woman? If you're a movie fan, you do know her, but that's a very young picture of her. If you just look at her, kind of her face, not so much her hair, that's a young Barbara Stanwyck. And I have this picture, it's not where I got it, but I have that picture in a movie star book I have, and I always thought it was cool. So when I came across that on the internet, I decided to use that. The other gent in the group was in 7 million movies and 7 million TV shows. His father was a famous comedian. That's Keenan Wynn. And this lady, you probably only know her if you're a Marx Brothers fan. That's Margaret Dumont. And she's kind of what started all this. I happened to see a Marx Brothers movie on the internet I was watching that she was in. She's not in every single one, but close. And it dawned on me, I didn't do her. I did the Marx Brothers, but I didn't do her. So it's her fault we're doing this. No. It's not Christmassy, Diane. Yeah, you're right. All right, what about that for him? It looks sort of, when you don't know it's rugs, looks a little masculine, kind of like masculine fabric maybe. Just agree with her. Oh, and I'm sorry if you hear any banging, clanking, clunking, yelling. The house next door to me is having some work done on the outside. So that's what you're hearing. If you're hearing anything, it's got to be something, right? Haven't we established that? No. And two, these pictures are just a tad big, these images. But they weren't so big that I didn't think I could work with them, so we're working with them. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Margaret also a stage actress first? I think she was. Do we want the rod in with that? Nah, it looks kind of like a shower curtain. Even though it's not. And I don't have any words picked out for anybody. We are starting from scratch. And I gotta say, as a kid, I mean, I've been watching Marx Brothers movies my whole life. You don't think too much of an older woman, right? And who cares? But watching her now, she's pretty funny. And anyone that can hold up to Groucho Marx, right? New spooky stuff. All right. Well, a whole magazine, we only got 2 backgrounds. I'll go through this one, and then come what may, I will go off by myself. This might have to go in the glue book. Some kind of sticky bun coffee cake thing. Yeah, but there's no chocolate on it, Diane. I noticed. That's okay. Experience Vegas like a VIP. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? And this is the last hot day we're supposed to have. And then we're supposed to be back to more seasonal stuff. I know you were all wondering. And Charlie, I did not cut around him because you can't see where his hair is, and I didn't want to mess it up. And it's okay. We'll work with that. Okay, well, this is pink and green. Could be construed as Christmas colors. Actually, these were Christmas colors in the late 60s, early 70s, right? Which were pretty cool, if you ask me. So let's see what she would look like with this. Yeah, Vera Ellen was like her name. It was Vera Ellen. I don't remember what. Vera Ellen Smith or whatever. I never knew that. All right. Okay. Charlie and Barb. Well, that's pretty darn mod. I don't know what it really has to do with her or anything. It doesn't have to. It's just the fact that it looks kind of cool. All right, Sir Charles. Maybe something darker for him, and so you don't notice so much that I didn't cut around him. Okay, that's the end. Okay, I'm going to find something for Charlie. Probably glue down backgrounds, and then we'll come back. Hang on. Okay, backgrounds are glued down. I just started looking for words or little additions, and here's a Christmas tree. For Vera, for what I said before about White Christmas. Oh, I looked up her last name. It was Rohe. And I double checked Margaret. Yes, she was on the stage first. And she sang operatic style songs, however you phrase that. I didn't know that or remember that. Which is kind of funny when you think about the end of Duck Soup when she starts singing and all the men start throwing fruit at her. She must have been quite a sport, I'll give her that. Well, gee, Vera, you're kind of obscuring it. We don't see it. Maybe. Can you guys see way up there? I think so. Character. It'd probably be good for him, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Shop talk. No, this book doesn't have little things, does it? Although we found that. Is this one better? Well, I think I like the realistic one. You could go with that. I'll allow it. When can you stop sending someone else a Christmas card? I think when postage is 78 cents a piece. That's what I think. And the way they go, there's going to be an increase before Christmas, right? A Dickens of a punch. Now, that would probably fit for any of them. Stubborn good, that'd be good for Charlie, too. But it's a little big. You didn't clear this stuff with me. That's nice. The Gray Decade. Oh, there's some shell things. All right, I'll save that for the glue book. Oh, Margaret is flipping out there. Get back on your square. Beauty. Well, that could certainly be, well, any of them, but her or Barb, but I don't know. Can't we come up with something better than that? Oh, look at the little kitty. So cute. Hey, where'd you get that voice? And that's my cute kitten voice. I'm leaning forward. Is my hair in the picture? Oh, that's okay. I just washed it. Unforgettable. Well, that would probably fit any of them too, but I'm not thrilled. Wow, what is this? Is it a structure? Or it's like knitting? I don't even know what that is. She's so out of it. Dang, don't you know? She doesn't know. Oh, Timeless Charm. Well, who could that be? That's got to be one of them. Who do you think? Well, I wouldn't say Keenan Wynn was charming. I'm sure he could have been, or was, but not on film so much. Did you ever see him in the remake of Stagecoach? He's so evil. Maybe Margaret. She was very charming. She seemed very cultured, her characters. Illuminate. Well, what about that for Vera because of her dancing, and we have Christmas baubles there. I will say their font couldn't really be any more boring, could it? And that couldn't be any more crooked. Look how terrible that is. I'll straighten it up. Yeah, I wouldn't talk about fonts, Diane. Let's talk about your cutting skills. No, let's not. Not right now. We've got more important things to discuss, right? Here's more baubles. Well, let's grab that. Maybe those colors are a little better, but the ones I have are more traditional, granted. No, I don't really want to fussy cut this, but I would if it was called for. Well, it's hard to, you know what? Let's save it. And maybe we can just add like a few of those. How about that for a thought? Okay, that's good. I don't really want to see hunting, and I know this is garden and gun, but I do not endorse that. Oh, a cake for the glue book. Different. Half caramel, half coconut. Okay, we have to please lots of people again. Whimsical. I don't really think that fits any of them. Believe it or not. How about American for the glue book too? Should be a glue book harvesting session instead, I think. The groove. You could use that for Chaplin. Well, he did almost everything on his films, as far as writing and directing and all that. And when he couldn't figure something out or whatever, that was it. They'd shut down. He'd do something for a day or so, 2, 3, a week, until he could figure it out, until he was in the groove. Well, all right, folks, we're coming to the end of this magazine. What time is it? Oh, I have to go start dinner. Nuts. All right. We didn't find anything but baubles and a couple words. That's ridiculous. Let me look really fast. We can't just leave on that note. Perfect pairing. Oh, Grace. That would be good for Mark. Well, of course, the Marx Brothers took that away from her a few times, right? Did you realize, I mean, it's not that close, but Christmas is really not that far away. Some of us aren't real happy about that. Okay, we're not going to find anything in here either. We're not even going to find a bauble. One's house should express the fullness of how one lives. I don't know, would these flowers do anything for Margaret? No, I think it's too fussy. The center of it all, okay, that's perfect for Chaplin. We have at the center of it all. Well, that was worth it. Pretty. It's pretty too, isn't it? And if I want flowers, I don't think that's exactly the right type. All right, gang, I gotta go make dinner. I guess I'm gonna do most of this on my own. I'll find words, add some accessory stuff, and then we'll come back and paint. Okay, hang on. Okay, folks, we're ready for paint. It actually didn't take too long. This is jewelry here, and I sort of like that. She played some pretty dark characters. So I thought that was kind of neat. Not wild about this gap here. Not wild about it. It's just a little tiny hair of a hair. Her hair there. Her hair there. Diane's rhyming. Well, maybe just black to go with the dark edges theme. And you get how this pin has dark edges? Wow, Diane, that's really cool. Thanks. Oh, this is black. I don't know about this brand of paint. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I kind of thought of outlining the whole thing because of, you know, dark edges. Is that something? Well, outlining isn't really the right word, is it? Bordering. All right. I think I kind of like that. When you do your Barbara Stanwyck card with the same everything, you can spatter up here, but I don't think I'm going to. What about the hair of a hair on the side? Well, I don't want to really take out that orange color. I don't have that orange color. I don't really want to mix that orange color. What if we just went over a tad? Problem is when you paint the edges, it's kind of hard to pick up. Oh no, the orange is oozing. Oh, this is pretty darn close. I do have that orange color. Okay, forgive her. She knows not what she says. All right. And it wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Yeah, ugh. All right, orange. Okay. Now that we made a complete mess of that, Keenan has, this is actually a lamp base, and he delivers everything. I thought that was appropriate. No, Dine does not like that edge on the side. But I lined it up, you know, the word up, so, well, um, I don't know. I don't want to do black. I don't want to do brown. I don't really want more of this. It's a pale yellow. Um, I don't want to introduce something wacky like, you know, hot pink or blue or something. So what about just some off-white? That's not too bad. I don't really like, what if we drip down? Come on. La la la, waiting for drips. Okay, that's not bad. I like the top. I still don't like the bottom area. That's not too bad. Looks a little, you know, mottled. That's okay. I think some spattering on this side to kind of pull it together. And let's see if we can't be careful with the spattering this time. Unlike the last inchies I made and I got spatters on Mr. Hale. Okay, that's good. And I want to just touch up the bottom. You can see that it doesn't quite meet right there. Which that's not a big deal. On your Keenan win card, you don't have to touch up the bottom. All right, stop tinkering. Charles, well, he got a couple little white spatters from the Keenan win card. He just has some magazine film strips, as you can see. I think that's not bad, and I'm gonna just leave well enough alone. I like that. Okay, Vera, I went with the second garland thing I found. I think that looks kind of nice. I sort of thought of gold for her, metallic gold, for obvious holiday reasons. There's a nice big blob. Well, who doesn't like a lot of gold, right? I'll take some. All right. I can't put this on the blob. Is this going to work? Yikes, it fell on it anyway. Stupid paper. Okay, that's fine. All right. That's pretty good. Just maybe a little... Okay. Ms. Dumont, that was not her real name. Those are light fixtures. And her phrase is not on here because I want to do something with how this is cut. So I didn't want to put it over it. And then, Diane, isn't that a different phrase than we had before? Uh-huh. And if you see timeless, what was it? Timeless charm, would you point it out? I did leave for a couple hours. I come back. It's gone. You know, gremlins, I guess. Whoops, we're dripping. I don't know. And I did not, roll up rugs or anything to look for it, but it's not right here. I don't know where to look for it. It's not on the floor. So I guess she didn't like that phrase. Well, you could go, grayish white and sort of carry it over. You could do black, maroon, this off-white. I don't know. You don't know much today, do you, Di? Well, just between us, I'm not having the best day. I don't know, but part of it was she got hit in the head with a walnut outside, which I mean, I'm fine. But just the lunacy and ridiculousness of that is just, yeah. All right, that's fine. I'm not wild about it. I think because we have these and I have this, if this is over it, will that help? Come here. Yeah, that'll help quite a bit. I think we'll spatter a little. Isn't that a nice picture of her? I thought that was a nice picture of her. Can you name any of her character names in the Marx Brothers movies? I can name some. Mrs. Teasdale, Mrs. Rittenhouse, Mrs. Claypool. Those are the only ones I can name. Gloria, was that Teasdale? I think Gloria Teasdale. Can you name Groucho's names? One time I took an online quiz and you had to match the name to the movie. I got 100%. Yeah, I put that in all my job resumes too. Okay, folks, I have to let this stuff dry. I gotta wash up. I'm putting my glue stick on top of this so it doesn't mysteriously disappear. And when they're dry, they are going to get Mod Podged and then varnished. And then I finish off the backs. Okay, go think about your Margaret Dumont and Groucho Marx character names, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. They're finished. They all have their names on the back and a paper and a signature. No, I didn't find Timeless Charm, whatever it was. I don't know. It went into another dimension. Vera Ellen, Charlie Chaplin. You can kind of argue that's a little plain, but I think it says it. I like it, so don't tinker. And Barbara and her edges. Okay, I think these turned out nice. And just in case you think I'm a wimp about so she got hit with a walnut, this is a walnut. Dropped from 30 feet above. Yeah, that'll wake you up. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a nice day and it's walnut free. See you later.